home in La Jolla just hit the market.
Famous Sandcastle estate just hit the market.
For more than $100 million.
$108 million beachfront mansion in La Jolla.
On this week's episode, we're touring an iconic property, the Sandcastle.
$108 million listing is the most expensive in San Diego County's history.
If it sells at that price, it would break records.
Could shatter local real estate record.
This is the absolute one of a kind. In every space in this house, when you wake up in the morning, every bedroom is so exhilarating. So you have the seawall, you have your own private beach, and you have private beach access. None of that can be replicated again today.
The way the grounds are laid out and terraced, the architecture, and how it stands on the bluff overlooking the Pacific Ocean is truly one of a kind. So it's our great pleasure to welcome all of you to the Sandcastle.
And you're just here during the day. Wait till this evening comes. It's something that's so unique, one of a kind, and so fascinating that you're in disbelief that it exists. So La Jolla's topography is Mount Soledad, which is a mountain that is pushed up in the middle of the city of San Diego. And from that precipice, you have 5 spectacular views. This one actually has a combination of 2 of those spectacular views, which is the North Shore view and the waterfront view, which is really the most valuable view, but also the most aesthetically pleasing view of all of them.
Once again, welcome to the Sandcastle. What an amazing property. And today's tour is going to be a little bit different. We're going to start from the beach and work our way up all the way to the main residence. Now, what makes this property so special is the water frontage. The fact that you can enjoy and appreciate the Pacific Ocean so closely, so intimately. And it is all thanks to this massive 163-foot seawall that was built in 1955, and it was grandfathered in. And as you can see, we have the ocean right there. Now, it's currently high tide. That's why the water comes up all the way to the seawall. And later in the afternoon, we'll experience this beach during low tide so we can see a little bit more sand and enjoy the California coastline. I mean, my backdrop is fantastic. Hearing and seeing the ocean is incredible. And on the lower section of this property, we have this incredible terrace with a built-in seating area, fire pit, additional seating sections. And turning to this side, we have this massive shotgunite wall. And above that is the main residence. Now, in case you're wondering how they built a structure like this, first, you have your seawall that anchors the property, anchors the land to the beach. And then to capitalize on this bluff, they have placed massive concrete caissons to lock and secure this bluff in its place. And then they use concrete to cover the surface and basically lock the earth, lock the land, so that they can have a jarring, incredible structure like this above it. I mean, look at my frame, Cody. Look at the house, the architectural lines, the columns, the limestone facade. I mean, it's incredible. What a view.
It literally looks like we're in an amusement park and there's just a castle right above us right now.
And the fact that you have an outdoor terrace like this right by the water and gets better. Follow me this way. Now, since they built the house around this bluff or this hillside, they have actually built 2 separate caves. This one opens up to the Lobster cave. And yes, you heard me correctly. inside there's a small saltwater pool where they used to keep their lobsters, breed lobsters. Now the current homeowner maintains this spot. They still have the saltwater pool there, but they don't have any lobsters. But I just thought that this was such an interesting detail. Now, going to the other side, we have another cave, and this one actually serves an amazing purpose. At the end of the cave, they have an elevator that goes up to every single floor of this property, all the way to the top floor. That way, from the beach, you can go to whichever level you like. Now, Cody, why don't we turn to the other side so we can showcase this really cool structure? Why don't you stop right here so we can talk about the boat bar? This was another structure that was grandfathered in from the original property, and you'll have this amazing bar that opens up to the outdoors right next to the ocean. Now, Cody, why don't we take everybody inside? It is designed and refurbished beautifully with dark cabinetry, natural stone floors, natural stone countertops, this vaulted ceiling design, and I love how all these windows are just opening up. I mean, that is the Pacific Ocean. You have a bar by the beach. So cool.
It really is. And the fact that the owner meticulously restored this piece of La Jolla history is just very impressive.
It's so special, and I love that they maintain some of the historic details. Number one, you see this beam right here, and there's actually a track and this old school pulley because the original homeowners built this shack to keep their kayaks here and launch them straight to the ocean, and that's why they have this beam here. So cool. Number two, can we get a close-up on this photo? This is the original house that was built in 1929, and you can actually see the shack right there and the seawall, and gets better. Follow me this way. There's another photo of the property or its condition when the current homeowner bought it, and they remodeled the main structure, turned it into the main residence, and then they added on the guest residence and turned this into this insane compound that we're looking at today. So this is a piece of California history, iconic property, the view, the sound, the experience, one of a kind. I'm so excited to be here.
Me too, definitely.
Now, Cody, why don't we step outside, because this is where this tour is gonna get really, really exciting. To my left, we have a door that opens up to a full bathroom where we have a walk-in shower, vanity, really nice mosaic tiles. So it's nice that this bar comes with its own bathroom. Now I want to take everybody to the other side. We have the stairs taking you down to this landing area, and next to that we have additional steps taking you down to the beach. That's right, you have your own beach access straight from your property, which is so exciting and gets better. Cody, why don't we turn this way, because I have to show this structure to everyone. Let's see. Sorry for that. And this is your little water toy storage area. I mean, you have your paddle boards, surfboards, kayaks right by the water. How exciting is this? I feel like this is everybody's California dream.
That's literally everyone's dream. Just taking a board out in the morning. Like, the weather right now is so nice.
Water looks so nice today. And yeah, you have this right by the beach, and gets better. Follow me this way. Over on this side, you have your own private beach. And this was another section of the property that was grandfathered in. And the fact that you have this massive private beach all to yourself, and it sits 15 to 20 feet above the public beach, is just incredible. Then you have the ocean. The backdrop, this is wild.
This really is, and I don't know if it conveys on camera, but this private beach space is absolutely huge. It's got to be, what, 12 to 1,500 square feet?
Easily, and not only that, they maintain it meticulously. The sand looks so good. That's why I don't want to step all the way to the center. I'm just going to stay here. But what a wild experience. And also the sand here was from Augusta National Golf Course. So it's this really fine, soft sand. And yeah, lounging chairs, the ambiance, this is incredible. And turning to the other side, look at this hillside, how they've landscaped it. And then you have all these staircases taking you up to the main level. In fact, let's go up there. Now I want to take a quick moment to give a special thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. We always emphasize the importance of mental health on our channel. In fact, therapy is something I greatly benefit from, given the life I live with so much traveling, work, stress, and managing relationships. It can all be challenging. And that's where a platform like BetterHelp can make all the difference. For those who don't know, BetterHelp is an online therapy service that makes therapy more accessible and affordable. Now, getting started is really easy. All you have to do is go to their website, answer a short quiz, and you'll be matched with a therapist in as little as a few days. And the best part with BetterHelp is that you can communicate with your therapist via video call, phone call, or text. That way, therapy is never an inconvenience for you, no matter where you are in the world. And if the therapist that you match with isn't the right fit for you, you can switch to a new therapist at no cost. So whether you want to talk about your personal life, finances, family, or if you think you would benefit from a therapy session, please click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/NS to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Again, I want to give big thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. And now, let's get back to our tour. This is where you start getting a sense of the scale of this property. Now that we're halfway up on the bluff, we got this really quaint landing area, the landscaping, palm trees, sunshine, and the house itself. I mean, look at the main residence. It looks so powerful on this bluff, and this property was inspired after Palace of Versailles, and that's where the architecture and the styling comes from. Look at all the stone railings, the columns, arches, and the top floor houses the incredible primary bedroom that we're gonna tour last. Now, Cody, why don't we pan this way so we can showcase the area that we just covered. Down there is the private beach. Next to that, you have your boat bar, Pacific Ocean. Even from this level, you get this nice intimate view. And as we go further into the property, we're gonna get a little bit more privacy and more of these unobstructed views. Now, the landscaping of this property is so special. Manicured and maintained so beautifully. They created so many different zones, areas, places for you to enjoy. And when you look around, you really appreciate the stonework, the railings, these stone steps, and it brings you to this landing where we're a little bit closer to the main floor of the home and all the amazing outdoor spaces. We also have this beautiful water feature here with a sculpture right in the center, and the stunning guest residence is right behind me. Now, since we can see the house really well from this angle, let's get the specs out of the way. We have 10 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, 12,981 square feet of interior space, and this estate is listed for $108 million. I want to give big thanks to the listing agents, Brett Dickinson, Ross Clark, and the listing brokerage, Compass, for making this tour possible. We are beyond excited to be here. This is an iconic property on the California coast, and we still have so much more to see. Now, taking the steps on this side, I want to bring everybody up to the main level. The limestone flooring throughout really ties the feel and the theme of this level. And right in the center, we got this gorgeous Mediterranean style pool, clad with glass mosaic tiles, and it looks stunning. We have the jacuzzi to our right overflowing into the pool, deep end on this side, and between the pool, the color here, this guest residence and its architecture, the precast stone on the facade, all these Corinthian details coming together. This is an amazing backdrop. And from this level, you get to experience the Pacific Ocean. And since this part of the home is a little bit pushed back from the beach, it's actually really private. We have tall hedging on each side. So from this terrace, all you see and hear is the Pacific Ocean, which is incredible. Now, before we talk about the main house, I actually want to turn back to the guest residence so we can talk about its architecture and some of its details. It was actually completed in 2015. They had to place 47 concrete caissons to secure this brand new structure in place. It features 3 guest suites on the top floor, over 3,000 square feet, and packed with so many other amenities. Now, the first space within the guest residence I want to talk about is this rotunda, this really cool entry hallway that is circular and features a really nice dome ceiling that is clad with mosaic tiles, the light fixture, the columns, this stone carving here, and the flooring. The amount of time that went into these floors. And this is a really special entry to your 2 cabanas. This way, we have the first cabana. Let's go in. These bathrooms are some of the most extravagant common spaces I've ever seen in any residential home. The craftsmanship, the materials, the fabrication, I mean, it is stunning. Look at the cabinetry here with mirror fronts, your marble countertop and marble sinks, the faucets, the toiletries, and how the space is presented. I mean, look at those wall sconces attached to the mirror with this gold leaf mirror frame. The pearl walls and the mosaic tiles throughout are just spectacular. This is her side of the cabana, and we also have a little makeup area here, built-in seating, this really cozy, elegant space. And wait till you see the walk-in shower on this side. The mosaic detailing in this space has been taken to another level between the color contrast, the fabrication, the onyx inlays, the shampoo niches, and the fixtures throughout. And if that wasn't enough, we go this way. We have 2 separate water closet rooms done to perfection. Amazing cabana. And next door, we have this second one. This is his side of the cabana, and we have 2 urinals here. The onyx used in this space is just so vibrant. The color, the veins, and then you have your mosaic flooring throughout, the vanities, these natural stone sinks and THC fixtures, Jo Malone toiletries, the way this room smells. It feels like a bathroom for an exquisite steakhouse or like a really elegant restaurant. And I mean, you come over here, you have a small locker space, built-in seating, this really cool window, and you have your walk-in shower here, and they use the same stone palette in this space as well. Again, these are some of the most extravagant bathrooms, but we got to walk outside so we can continue our tour. The guest residence opens up to the outdoors. We have these beautiful arch openings, columns with Corinthian details, and over on this side, we have multiple different seating and dining areas, and these tables are marble fabricated with the meander pattern, so they match the aesthetic of the home really well. And then over on this side, we have these arch openings and sliding glass doors fully pocketing into the walls, opening up to the great room. Without a doubt, one of the most impressive spaces within this property. The sheer scale of this room, the intricate details, and how it's furnished, it is so special, and I can't believe a great room like this exists within the guest residence. To my right, we have a really elegant seating area, covered ceilings with these hand-painted sections, beautiful natural stone floors with all these intricate inlays, and over on the other side, we have this exquisite bar. The millwork, how this space was crafted, all the natural stone finishes and mood lighting, it looks fantastic. I love that they brought the same Corinthian details to the bar as well, and we have the open shelving with mirror back walls, your Swarovski and Baccarat glassware, spirits down below, the bar seating here. I mean, what an elegant space and a perfect room to entertain, and even better, the mermaid sculpture that you have up there, it's from 18th century, and it is actually an authentic sculpture. This is wild. I mean, what a bar.
It really is. And I really like the fact that it's sunken down and you're sitting at a seat instead of a bar stool.
Exactly. In fact, Cody, why don't we take everybody to the other side so we can show them the experience. Your countertop is also lit, and this is a pretty good sized bar. And obviously they had some fantastic events here, fundraisers. It's just a great space to entertain. And we've been told by the listing agents that the bar seats here are very, very comfortable. And I've never sat in them, so I'm gonna try this out. Yes, very comfortable. I feel like I'm in a town car right now. It is so comfortable and plush. And it's a really, really cool space. Now, Cody, why don't we take everybody this way, because the bar is complemented with an amazing kitchen here, designed more like a chef's kitchen. We have solid wood cabinetry, natural stone countertops, this really unique mirror backsplash design. And over here, we have the Viking gas stove, your built-in appliances, fridge, freezer, and gets better. There's actually a door here that opens up to the back section of this kitchen where we have an outdoor barbecue area with a pizza oven. So you can really host events here and make sure your entertainment is complemented with an amazing meal as well. Now, going back out, on this side, we have a door that opens up to the exterior of the guest residence. And of course, for a space like this, we need a powder room, which is located on this side. I mean, look at the details here. Marble and onyx floors, this vanity with all these intricate details, your backlit sink, the faucet, the mirror, and the frame around it. And then you have your separate water closet here. And this bathroom has such an intimate, cavernous feel with the ceiling design. Exquisite. Now, getting back out, I want to take everybody to the other side so we can talk about this elegant seating area. The way this room is furnished, curated, the accessories, placement of all these sculptures and these beautiful art. I mean, it's an experience to be here, to feel a space like this, and you have your marble fireplace that was imported from France. Your TV is nicely recessed into the cabinetry. We have another mermaid sculpture up there matching the one on the other side, and between the coffered ceilings, the floors, the textures in the room, and having the Pacific Ocean as your backdrop provides a really unique, one-of-a-kind experience. I've never been in a grand, significant space like this and be just entertained by the ocean as well. You have these like really cool mixed feelings.
It's really the best of both worlds, and I think the architecture and design team nailed it.
Their level of commitment and their attention to detail is admirable, and they went all out when it comes to every single room, every single moment to create a one-of-a-kind experience, and I think they've certainly done that. Now, Cody, let's bring everybody this way. We have a beautiful staircase landing, this marble sculpture, gorgeous chandelier, and how elegantly this staircase curves up to the second floor of the guest residence. There are 3 guest bedrooms on the second floor, with each bedroom and its own suite bath decorated in their own palette that still matches the rest of the home. Each feature natural stones, elegant fixtures, and they all share a massive balcony that overlooks the property and the ocean. Now let's take a look. Guest suites on this level are so exquisite, and we're excited to welcome you to this one that is situated on the left wing. You have carpet floors, king-size bed, this really intricate headboard design, and fabric walls throughout. And look at all the bedside tables, the window treatments. And just like the first floor of this guest residence, everything is curated to perfection. The art, the accessories, candles. And over on this side, we have another marble fireplace with all these gold details. And above is this beautiful art. Now, Cody, I need you to hold this frame right here because we have a really cool surprise. Check this out.
Look at that.
This is where your TV is, situated perfectly across from your king-size bed. And what an elegant way to cover your TV and keep the theme of this room. And over on this side, we have more accessories and this really quaint, small reading nook. This has to be one of my favorite moments within this property. In the craziness of this massive estate, you'll have a really quaint, intimate space like this with fabric walls, these cool windows for you to read a book or have a little moment to yourself. Now, let's go back out. Just like the rest of the guest suites, it opens up to a really nice balcony that we're gonna check out in a second. But for now, we have to tour the dedicated bathroom. The level of details and craftsmanship that went into this space really shows the homeowner's commitment to create something truly one of a kind. I mean, look at this space. The marble floors with all these intricate inlays, your custom cabinetry, and how all these drawers and doors have mirror fronts with gold leaf details. Then your marble countertops, these beautiful faucets, your toiletries, and how this space looks so immaculate. Your crown molding detail, and then you have this arch opening taking you to your built-in tub with more stone details and this gorgeous arch window. I mean, Cody, show me a space or a surface in this bathroom where they didn't pay attention or they didn't want to create and exude elegance.
I don't think I can, simply.
I mean, this is wild, and wait till you see this walk-in shower. I'm gonna actually step in. You have gorgeous onyx border details, mosaic inlays, marble fabrication, even to your drain cover. And the fixtures on this side, this is such an elegant space. The craftsmanship is so incredible. And lastly, off of this room's entry, we have a separate water closet as well. Stunning bathroom, and wait till you see the outdoors. When you have a view like this, it is important to capitalize on it. And that's what this balcony does. I really like the way it's built with stone floors. You can actually see the precast stone details on the facade and how we have all 3 guest suites opening up to this amazing outdoor space. You have the view to our right, and these stone railings give so much weight and power to this balcony, not to mention you have this beautiful patina developing since we are by the water. And of course, the focal point here is the Pacific Ocean. You can hear it, you can smell it, you can experience it. And this is just a guest residence because we haven't shown you the main house and how you're welcomed to this incredible property.
The history of the property is quite unique. La Jolla was predominantly really kind of a surf town, beach town. And back in 1929, somebody built a property up on the hill. It was a really cool kind of California beach house. In 1950s, there was a new home built there, but there was another home built on this property, 1955. In 2009, our client bought the property, and it was kind of a reddish colored house. It had some of the dimensions where the main house is, and this property was still the original home.
The stars lined up for the current owner just to get 2 homes on the water with 2 seawalls that were pre-Coastal Commission Act. So it's really rare for that to happen, especially here at La Jolla Shores.
And then he hired Island Architects and Timothy Corrigan, who is a world-renowned interior designer. And they went about building this phenomenal home in this theme based on the Chateau de Versailles.
Now, this is how you arrive to this incredible property. We have the gates opening up to this spacious motor court that is nicely hedged, so private, and even more importantly, what a grand arrival experience. To our right, we have the cabanas that we toured earlier, nicely landscaped, and on the other side, you can see this tall hedging that is beautifully landscaped with sculptures, but more importantly, this scale here is crazy. How tall is the hedging behind me?
It's got to at least be 30 feet because you look tiny. We could stack probably 3 of you.
Amazing, and it just brings so much privacy to this motor court and to the home in general. And continuing this way, we have the 4-car garage. Love these garage doors and how they carried out these arch details. They have this really cool pattern with different natural stones, limestone, to bring more character and depth and meaning to these different spaces that we're gonna see throughout the property. They continue this pattern. I mean, look at the edging detail right there. And now the arrival to the courtyard. I love how they use precast stone across the property and these Corinthian details, the arch opening, wrought iron railing with brass details, and it brings you to this quaint, dreamy courtyard. And I mean, where do I begin with the details? The floors, the walls, sculptures, all these great windows, the landscaping, and the sound of this water feature. I don't know if you're in La Jolla or in South of France. I mean, this is magical.
It really is. As soon as you step into the courtyard, it's a completely different world.
Without a doubt. I mean, the grandeur is there, the experience is there. This water feature is so lovely. The house is in an immaculate condition. The landscaping looks phenomenal. And right in front of us, we have the door to the main house. Let's go in. Now, the main residence is broken down into 3 levels and features most of the bedroom suites, with each floor offering you different views to experience and enjoy the outdoors. And its unique design creates a juxtaposition against the iconic California coastline. When you think about a coastal setting like this is not a type of home you initially picture, but the grandeur, the stonework, all these columns, arches, exudes the experience of the ocean in such a unique way. And a lot of times when we tour these properties, I always look at if they've committed to the style that they were going for, right? And this house screams commitment to me. They wanted this look and they've owned it all the way, and they've really done justice to what this architecture calls for.
You know, when you come into the property, you kind of think at first it's going to have a museum feel, but it actually doesn't. Because it's set on the water, and because it's imagined not only after the Chateau de Versailles, it's also imagined after his yacht. And so the whole impression you get when you're in the property is that you're actually on the water. And he was trying to achieve that, and I think he did. And anecdotally, an interesting story, we were talking to Timothy Corrigan, and we said, you know, what was kind of the budget for this type of property? And he said, look, it was one of those things where I would bring him something that was cost effective, and he would come back to me and say, no, that's not the absolute top of the line material, top of the line finish. You need to up your standard for this property.
The foyer of this property features some exquisite finishes. Look at the floors with all the inlays. They use the same precast stone on the interior to unify the architecture. All these casement grit windows, the double height ceilings here with this gorgeous crystal chandelier right in the center, solid brass railing throughout. This foyer really sets the tone for the rest of the main residence. In fact, why don't we flow this way so we can take everyone to the formal living room. This vast space features two separate seating areas, but the focal point of the room is the Pacific Ocean. That's why we have these arch openings, picture windows, sliding glass doors. It's all about the views. And coming back to the seating section, I mean, look at the furnishings here. The level of commitment to the design, where you have all these intricate details, the ceiling paneling, your imported fireplace, and all the accessories, furnishings, and details to tie the experience. In fact, early on today, I got a chance to sit down in this living room and look around. And the funny thing is, the more I sit here, the more details I recognize. The stone built-in sections, the accessories, the candle holders, and how all these wall sconces and light elements are tying and exuding the feeling of these rooms. In fact, Cody, why don't we turn this way? Look at the cabinet on this side, the countertop, the millwork, the handles. I mean, it's so exquisite, and I get it. This may not be everybody's style, but you have to respect and appreciate the commitment. You have to acknowledge the amount of work, resources that went into a home like this, and it lives so well. It really owns its identity. And now we can see the second seating area. This one is more focused towards the views. And again, I'm gonna repeat myself, but between your coffee tables, the books, the accessories, all these stone elements. And when you pair that up with the Pacific Ocean, when you have this incredible natural view this close to your living room, it makes you feel some type of way. I mean, this is incredible. The coastline, the beach, the color of the water, it is right in your living room. And then you have this grand, expansive space to enjoy it. And when you're ready, you simply open up this sliding glass door and go enjoy this covered terrace here with a marble table right in the center. In fact, this is one of the owner's favorite spots to sit down, relax, enjoy the view. That's why we also have space heaters here. And with these arched openings, the columns, the weight, and the emotion you feel as you sit down here is really special. And you can just hear the Pacific Ocean. This is incredible. This is priceless.
I think I would keep the doors open all day just so I can hear it throughout the house.
I mean, it's so relaxing, and we're so close. It's hard to explain. I hope we're doing a good job making everybody feel like they're right here with us. Now, the next space we're gonna tour is just as special, and it is the formal dining room. This is where they took the design and the commitment to the style to another level. The oval design of this room, the ceiling height, the plaster details, all this gold leaf detailing and intentional lighting. And then you have this grand solid wood table right in the center of the room, and you can have an extravagant meal here with 16 of your friends and family and enjoy an incredible room like this next to the Pacific Ocean. This is what's so interesting and powerful about this property. The setting is contrary to the ocean, but then part of you is in the history and part of you is so close to the nature, and you're somewhere in between interacting with both of these environments.
It's so interesting, and honestly, the only word I have for this room is royal.
It is. It's royal, it's grand. I know we're running out of words, and while we're at it, let me show you some features as well. There's a motorized door here, opening up to a dry pantry where they keep their glassware and accessories. Let me close this back up. And Cody, can we pan to the floors for a second? The natural stones in this house and the layer of intricacy that they've applied to these floors and the stonework throughout, you have to admire it, you have to appreciate it. And they have taken this level of detailing to everywhere. I mean, look at these curved French doors, look at the hardware on them. In fact, right in front of the formal dining room, we have this beautiful wraparound balcony that we're gonna see in a second. But Cody, now let's take everybody this way so we can talk about the rest of the details here. Now, since this room had this specific design, they had to custom manufacture all the furnishings here as well. And in fact, look how this cabinet follows the contour of the wall. All the gold leaf details, the window treatments, the chandeliers. In fact, they take out these chandeliers once a year, hand polish them, and put them back up. And that's how they make sure that they look spotless. This is an incredible room. It is an experience to be here, and I'm so glad we got a chance to tour it and share it with all of you.
I agree.
Now, let's continue this way, Cody. We have to show the kitchen. Just like the guest residence, the kitchen here is designed like a commercial kitchen. It is for your staff. And let's face it, when you live in a home like this, there's a good chance you'll have your staff with you, your chef cooking, preparing food, and serving the guests of this home. And that's why we have a massive gas range here, all this cabinetry and countertop space, more on the darker tones, your sink, dishwashers, a small coffee station. And going to the other side, we will flow to this small family room. Here we have this comfortable sectional couch, this massive fish tank that is double-sided, and it actually looks into a powder room, which is a really cool, fun touch. It's a nice backdrop. And over on the other side, you can see that this family room connects back to the foyer, your built-ins, and check this out. This TV actually swings all the way to the other side. That way you can enjoy it from the seating section or the small dining area. Now, this is a really important detail because we've been told that the homeowner spends most of his time on that outdoor seating area that we just showed you next to the formal living room. And when it's cold, he tends to spend a lot of his time here and enjoys this little seating section, which is a very nice, cozy, intimate space. Now, before we go out to the tea garden, why don't we go this way so we can talk about this hallway. Again, we have the powder room here with a beautiful marble sink and fabric walls. Next to that is your laundry room, and the rest of the hallway takes you to a guest suite and connects to that 4-car garage that we saw earlier. And lastly, I'm gonna open up this French door so we can check out the tea garden. These kind of homes are all about creating unique experiences and emotions. And what a cool outdoor space that is located on the side of your property. You have water features, beautiful landscaping, this red tiled floor. And this is a great moment for you to sit down, drink your espresso, enjoy a cup of tea, and just have a little quiet, private moment to yourself. And what's so great about this space is the fact that it flows to that curved balcony that we saw earlier next to the formal dining room. Now, I've been really enjoying this balcony because when you come up here, you get to hear the ocean, see this incredible view, and you get a chance to smell it. I wish I can just bottle up the smell here and ship it to your home so you can experience it as well, because it is so refreshing, it is so vibrant. And the California coastline, this property, how it's situated on this bluff, it's an exhilarating experience to be here and to enjoy what La Jolla has to offer. Now, I want to take all of you back to the landing so we can continue our tour with the right wing. Here we have the main staircase going down to the lower level, as well as the top floor where we have the primary bedroom. But I want to quickly swing this way because we have another hallway here that takes us to 2 guest suites and a really nice powder room. And now we have a really exciting space. To my right, we have the Yacht Bar. Just when you think this property cannot offer you something more unique, different, exciting, well, it does. I mean, look at the space that we're in. Perfect room to entertain between the dark tones, the millwork, these hardwood floors, the built-in seating, and all these arch windows facing the Pacific Ocean. I feel like I'm on an exquisite yacht, enjoying the bar and just watching the ocean straight from it. This is wild. It is such a cozy space. You have your mood lighting throughout, and of course, no bar is complete without the bar section. You have your bar stools, backlit countertop, the millwork here, and I just love how they incorporated the arches and the details all the way to the Corinthian details with the cabinetry. You have your sink, TV. It's just a great room to entertain, hang out with your friends. I love that ceiling is a little bit lower here, so it provides that intimacy. You got this beautiful window, and when you're ready, you have the sliding glass door opening up to the terrace. Obviously, this property is all about the outdoors. So it's nice that all these seating areas, entertainment areas, open up to the outdoors one way or another. Here, we're back at the main terrace, and you have your seating section, another seating section on this side, and going this way, you have this cozy corner with a fireplace. And what I like about this terrace is the fact that you have all these different zones for you to enjoy. That way, you can appreciate as much privacy as possible, or you can simply walk to the edge and enjoy the Pacific Ocean a little bit more. Being this close to the ocean, enjoying the outdoors, hearing the waves is fantastic. And this main terrace is just an incredible space, but I'm excited for the next level that we're gonna tour. Now, the lower level is really exciting. We have a few really cool rooms here to see. First, welcome to this spacious gym that opens up to the outdoors. And before we go out there, I want to mention, we have the elevator landing here. That way you can come down to this level or come up from the beach straight to the gym. Now, to my left, we have a treadmill, elliptical bike, gym equipment. It is this nice open space with mirror walls. And around the corner, we have a full bathroom with a walk-in shower. That way you can freshen up after a workout or trip to the beach, which is really nice. And if you continue this way, there's a hallway here that takes us to the only guest suite on this level. But before we go there, let's go outside. Here, we have this really nice covered patio with a built-in jacuzzi. I love all the mosaic details. It's right next to your gym, and you have this fantastic outdoor space with all these arches connecting to this other section where we have a really nice seating area. And the staircase here takes you up to the outdoor dining area that we saw earlier. So all these spaces are connected, and they're taking you right down to the beach, and you get this fantastic view from the lower level. I mean, this is incredible, so peaceful, so beautiful. And yeah, now let's go back into the hallway so we can continue our tour. Here, we have a really nice guest suite, and in fact, to the left, we have the bedroom. But before we get there, let's check out the bathroom. At this point, our expectations are really high when it comes to the bathrooms in this house, and this one certainly delivers as well. We have limestone floors with mosaic inlays, glazed subway tiles, all these trim details, and then you have your custom cabinetry here with handcrafted details, your gold handles, gold fixtures from Cheryl Wagner, and then you have your natural stone countertops with all these lip details. The smell of the bathroom, this hand-painted tile design on the back, and it actually continues all the way to the other side where we have the walk-in shower. They use the same hand-painted tile as a feature across the shower, and the fixtures, how it's maintained, this glass door with this custom handle. This is a beautiful bathroom. Now, going into the bedroom, we have the same limestone floors throughout, built-in cabinetry here to hide your TV and all your clothes. And right in the center of this room, we have a massive king-size bed, your bedside table. There's also a little desk here for you to get some work done. But the focal point of this room is this view. We have a massive picture window here, casement window on this side, and you get to enjoy the Pacific Ocean straight from this guest suite because it is the closest guest suite to the beach, and what an incredible view.
It's so incredible. Out of all the bedrooms we've seen so far, this is by far my favorite.
It is such a special space, and it's an immersive sensory experience to be on this level, enjoy these views, and what an incredible property. After so many years of seeing and experiencing luxury assets across the globe, it's still exhilarating to walk into a property like this, where the setting, the architecture, and everything in between is so unique. It makes us curious about the individuals who dare to dream big and pursue these kind of projects and turn them into reality.
Mr. Dickinson, the owner of the property, built a couple of tech companies, sold his company to Xerox for $8.5 billion enterprise value, and loves to build things, whether it's a company, whether it's a property. And I think in understanding the way his mind works, and a lot of our clients are like this, they love to build something, put it all together, and create a masterpiece.
As you go through life, you meet people that they're very budget conscious, and then you meet those people who they know we only have so much time on this planet, and they have the means to do whatever they want, and they want to do a statement. They want to do a statement for themselves. The current owner, he really had a lot of pride and personal involvement in this house.
He really likes to build something special, unique, that nobody else has ever done. And this project is just grandiose. And I think he achieved it.
And he certainly did. But also, that begs another and arguably even more important question. How do you justify a $108 million price tag, or even where the number came from?
Where the number came from is a very interesting story. And we usually price properties in two ways. So number one, we price it based on replacement cost. And if you look at this property, you have two parcels on the waterfront that are worth approximately 18 to 20 million each if it was just the land. And then you have the cost of construction at this level. You'd have to build a seawall, you'd have to build the private beach, which can never be done again. So that has a new intrinsic value. But from a replacement cost standpoint, this property is 13,000 square feet, and with the finishes that you have here, if we were to build it again today, it would be easily $60 to $70 million replacement cost for the homes that are here, plus the land. So you're already at $100 million in replacement costs for the home. So not only is this house replacement value worthy, it's inspirational value worthy. And if you wanted to buy it and build it today, you couldn't get two lots adjacent to each other. And third, you could never, ever imagine building such a spectacular property unless you're fully committed, as you've been saying to me all afternoon.
Now the top floor, where the primary bedroom is situated. It's a really special level, and off of its landing, we have this vast open space, that beautiful crystal chandelier that is situated above the foyer, and going this way, we have the hallway leading us to the primary bedroom itself. I mean, this is an oversized room. It flows straight to the ocean. But before we talk about the views, why don't we talk about some of the details here? Your king size bed. Look how extravagant the headboard design is. The window treatments and all the fabric detailing throughout. Your ceilings, your cabinet that hides your pop-up TV, and besides some of the furnishings and details, they left the rest of the room really open because it's all about the outdoors, and we're gonna check that space out in a second. Now, this primary bedroom comes with two full bathrooms, his and her side. We're gonna continue with the her side. The way these bathrooms are designed are very intentional, and throughout these spaces, we have many different zones, areas for different functionalities and amenities. Now, off of the entry of this bathroom, we got this gorgeous vanity with an onyx countertop. But what I love here is the cabinetry. How we have these mirror fronts with all these intricate details and gold inlays. Now, continuing our tour, we have the center section of the bathroom here with a built-in tub and your main vanity. They use the same cabinetry, same onyx countertops, but the lip design here, the backsplash, the overall fabrication is so elegant. Look at these gold fixtures, these intricate wall sconces, your makeup area, and over on the other side, they use the same onyx to wrap this built-in tub, but the fabrication here, all these details, this curved corner, this is so tasteful, and with all the toiletries, it just sets the mood. Now, over on the other side, we have the spacious walk-in shower. It is all stone clad, and this woven onyx section here is such a beautiful contrast against the flat walls. You have your skylight above, your gold fixtures. This space looks impeccable. It is maintained so beautifully as well. The whole house is in an incredible condition. And this is where your cabinetry starts, your separate water closet, and walk-in closet with built-in cabinetry, carpet floors, island on this side. I mean, her side of the bathroom is amazing, but wait till you see his side. We have more of the darker tones with marble floors, wood paneled walls and ceilings, and I just love the feel of this space, how it has such a strong presence. You have a small seating area here, built-in desk around the corner, and over on this side, we have a really elegant bar with all the spirits, elevator landing next to Cody. That way you can directly come up to this level, and coming back to this space, you basically have an office before you head to your walk-in closet and the bathroom. Now, I really like this office because you get fantastic views from here, and we also have a lot of different cool accessories and memorabilia. In fact, the homeowner here owns a really cool yacht, and he also owns a G6000. That's why we have the scale model here. And as we were touring the property, I can really see the homeowner's experiences with jets and yachts and how that has influenced the way this property is designed and maintained. So it's really cool to see all these luxury assets and similarities in between. Now, follow me this way because we gotta check out this exquisite bathroom. To my right, we have the walk-in closet, and going in, we have the walk-in shower right in front of us. They use the same darker tones in this shower, and then we have the gold fixtures, beautiful inlays, and continuing this way, same marble floors, and we have the vanity here with a gold sink. I mean, look how intricate and elegant this gold faucet is. We have a window to our right, framing the coastline perfectly, your separate water closet, and I also really appreciate how her side and his side are totally different, but they both complement the primary bedroom. Now, the last space we're gonna see is the homeowner's favorite spot on this property. Imagine being able to wake up to this view every single day, straight from your primary bedroom. That's exactly what this outdoor space provides. Being able to enjoy the Pacific Ocean, hear it, smell it, and see this coastline from your bedroom is so special. It is such a sensory experience, and that's why this particular spot is the homeowner's favorite space in the entire home. Now, I love that this balcony wraps around so you can kind of enjoy different vantage points, and our elevation certainly helps. That way we get these true unobstructed views. And I have to say, it's been an incredible sensory day touring this property, hearing the Pacific Ocean, seeing it constantly from so many different areas, so many different sections. And when you think about the property itself, its architecture and all these unique rooms and how it's curated, it's a one-of-a-kind experience. And that's why we were so excited throughout the day. And just knowing that you're right by the beach, you can simply walk outside and explore nature with this kind of intimacy. And this setting is what makes this home truly one of a kind.
What is your impression? You've seen so many spectacular homes now. What is your heartfelt, honest impression? Were you surprised when you walked in?
It shows better in person. I knew what we were coming into because we have seen properties like this, right? At this kind of extravagant level, because in US, we've gone good at making things look cool, but they're all fabricated.
Right.
But I can tell owner's influence and taste. The other thing that I really appreciate is we spend a lot of times on yachts. And this was built more like a yacht than a home. And that's a very positive thing. The way rooms smell, how they're maintained, how they're curated, how intricate details were not overlooked, how all the rooms offer something unique, not just the main rooms. You know, you're at guest suite number 6 that are still inlaid marble floors. All the fixtures are still beautiful. The sinks are marble. They didn't go cheap there. So I can see how the owner's experience of all these assets have influenced. And it was almost like a way of putting all that feedback, all that knowledge together.
Right.
And let's go build something with it.
As the sun sets on the coast here, the lighting, the colors, the way they've lit this property really makes it special and brings it to life.
It's really fun to see the expansive, the left to right view of the sun going down from the cove all the way up the coast. It's mesmerizing.
And there you go. We made it to the beach. I have to say, it feels a little bit odd walking on the beach right now because we spent the entire day at the property observing and enjoying these views. But the fact that you can just open up a gate, walk to the beach, and enjoy this scenery in person is priceless. I mean, that's the Pacific Ocean. People are on their paddle boards, swimming, enjoying this amazing scenery. And it's been incredible being in La Jolla and being part of the amazing surroundings here. And also, I think we're doing a pretty good job capturing the dusk right now between the light, the color of the ocean, the smell, and being able to turn back and look at this incredible structure from the beach is priceless. And I don't think I'll ever forget the memory of touring this property and sharing it with all of you.
The future of the sandcastle. Well, my father got to see this house growing up. I got to see this house growing up. My kids have seen this house growing up. And now my grandkids, I'm old, yes, have seen this house growing up. So we're 4 generations of viewing the sandcastle. And I feel like this being such a special, iconic property that this house will be here for hopefully 4 more Clark generations. So it really is an iconic, one-of-a-kind storybook house.
I think a city or a town is its legacy. And these are the legacy properties of this town, this city, as well as our cultural institutions. But one thing's for certain, the Sandcastle is always going to be here. And I think it's going to be the iconic property that's going to set La Jolla apart for years to come.
This iconic property has made its mark on the coastline of La Jolla for almost 100 years. And has gone through so much to take on the shape it has taken today. It's a prominent estate, whether it's during the day or at night, glowing proudly against the dark sky. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us to be part of this story and bring this home, this location, and this experience to all of you. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.